wheelchairs are used for all different types of reasons. It's just the nature of somebody's chronic illness, and if it could be another tool to help me in my battles, I'm gonna take advantage. On our adventure.
Oh, you got freezing cold here.
Harlo, say good Wednesday morning, everyone. We are at the vet getting Harlo's booster shot today, so early vet appointment. Can I help you? The vet went great. Harlo got her dog flu vaccine booster, and she also got a shot of Benadryl to offset any potential reactions to that vaccine. Because of the 2 shots, her right leg is going to be sore, and she's also going to be groggy due to the Benadryl, so she is getting the day off today. As a service dog handler, it's my responsibility to know when Harlo is well enough to work, because if it were up to her, she would just work all the time. So I'm making the decision that today is one of those days she has to take the day off. We also decided to do x-rays today. Harlo has had 1 set of x-rays previously, and I wanted a newer set to compare the 2. So we did them today. Usually dogs need to be sedated for x-rays, but Harlo doesn't, because she's really good at allowing them to maneuver her in whatever positions they need to get the x-rays done. So they did them today, and they looked fabulous. Her elbows and hips and shoulders and knees and all of her joints are amazing, which is really important for mobility work because she helps me with mobility. But service dogs in general need to be in really good health because we ask a lot of them, and I just personally don't think it's fair to make a dog work for you if they themselves have a medical condition. But Harlo's first x-rays looked great, her second x-rays looked great, and I'm really thankful for that. And I'm just so proud of Harlo because she did great today at the vet. Harlo's giving my dad a wake-up call. When I said we had an early vet appointment, I mean it was early. Usually my dad's up before I am. Hi Harlo, let's go prep your raw meals. Yeah. Oh my gosh, prep day is exhausting, but totally worth it for Harlo to have all the benefits that come with a raw diet, which I talk about the benefits of a raw diet in my All About Harlo video, and Janice has a channel called The Raw Life where she gives lots of good info about raw diets, and there's a link to it in my description. It's next to want to learn more about a raw diet. So anyways, so over there we've got the food prep baggies. Kidney and liver components are already done, and we've got chicken breasts, lamb, goat, and ground beef. I'm working on expanding Harlo's meat variety, which is important to do with a raw diet. So I think the goat and lamb are a good addition for this week. And of course I have my supervisor over here. I'm taking another break and using my walker, my new walker, the pink one. So my POTS is giving me an issues the past few days, and my POTS doctor and I have actually noticed a pattern. And I don't know if y'all saw the vlog from this weekend, 3 service dogs train at the mall. Well, we went to the mall, it was a big mall, and walked around. And even though we took a lot of breaks, that was a big ordeal for my body to handle because of my POTS, which is where my autonomic nervous system can't regulate blood flow correctly, and it causes painful blood pooling and dizziness, and it can cause fainting and just a slew of symptoms. And we noticed that every time I do something big like that, I crash with my POTS for a few days to a few weeks afterwards, and it's very counterproductive to my health. And I've actually really been limiting myself in what I go out and do because of that crash. It's very hard for me to be upright and walking for long periods of time. Some days I can, but most days I can't because of my POTS. And it's not just the mall, it's like going to Disney, going out and just enjoying an outing with Judd, and going grocery shopping. I always crash after grocery shopping. It's very difficult, like walking through Walmart, and I'm limiting myself because of it. So my doctor actually suggested getting a custom lightweight wheelchair through insurance. At first I was kind of like, I already use Harlo for counterbalance and I have my walker, but if walking is the problem, then the only real solution is a wheelchair. And we already have a wheelchair, but it's actually a transport chair, meaning I can't push myself in it, somebody else has to. And we could go out and buy a normal wheelchair, but those are big, heavy, bulky. They're not made custom to my body, so it would be very painful for me to push myself in those because of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and those would put me at a higher risk to dislocate my joints. And so some days I wouldn't need the wheelchair. Like I said in the past, it's important for me to walk and be as active as possible with my POTS, but it's about finding a balance. Some days it's okay for me to walk, but other days walking would be counterproductive and make me worse. And on those days, the wheelchair could be a really good tool. And so I think this would be a good option to look into. And today I actually have an appointment with my POTS doctor. That's a wheelchair evaluation to see if this is a good option for me. So I'm really interested to see what comes of this appointment. And of course, I will let y'all know how it goes. And there is that whole, but you don't look sick, or you can walk, why do you need a wheelchair? Well, wheelchairs are used for all different types of reasons. Like when we went to the mall, we met up with Rachel, who uses a wheelchair part-time. And it was really nice talking to her about how her wheelchair helps her. Really helped confirm that, okay, you know what, I think a wheelchair could help me too. She doesn't have POTS, but like I said, wheelchairs are used for all different types of reasons. It's just the nature of somebody's chronic illness. And if it could be another tool to help me in my battles, I'm gonna take advantage, because I am really limiting myself and staying home because the walking and the crashing, and it's just not doable sometimes. And I think it can give me even more independence. I use a service dog for independence. Why wouldn't I use a wheelchair too if it could help? So gonna see what my doctor says, but I think this could be a good thing. And now I'm gonna get back to prepping. Leftovers frozen. I even got quail eggs this past weekend when hunting for raw diet variety. And I've got leftover bones from the lamb and goat, which should be interesting for Har. All the prep raw meals. And somebody's waiting for breakfast. I made her wait a while for breakfast because sometimes the shots can make her stomach upset, and I didn't want her eating too close to when she got them. So she's got a quail leg, a chicken foot for the bone component, beef, chicken, lamb, goat, and some blueberries. Yum. Harlo's freaking out because Harlo, back up. Hey, Harlo, back. She can't get the quail egg out. I will get it for you. Here. My mom and I are going out, so Harlo's going to chill here with my dad. All right, bye guys, love you. Love you, Hippo. Bye, Daddy. No, you're staying, but I love you. We are out and about. It does feel strange to be out without Harlo. I mean, she is practically my shadow with 4 little paws, but anyways, doing what's best for my dog, which means leaving her home sometimes. And I've got a service human, my mom, who will help take care of me. And I will be using my walker today, especially after prepping now. My POTS is especially unhappy, and my chronic pain makes me unstable sometimes, so I'm gonna use the tools I have available, and we are off to Walmart to get the grocery shopping done. So we made it into Walmart, and 2 observations. One, this walker is much better than my previous walker. This one is a brand called Nova, and the wheels are much smoother. It's a much sturdier ride, so I really like this walker. And 2, these leggings are $5.88 a pair, so I'm going to get some for sure. This one.
That's pretty.
Oops, I broke it. I'm gonna get this one though. This is awesome. Leggings, and then we'll do our actual shopping. I gotta sit.
She's tired, so she's sitting.
But I really like this walker. It's awesome. Can't forget the Oreo cereal. So happy about this. This shopping trip is one of those ones where it's more detrimental to my health than good to walk and be active. People ask why I don't use the motorized carts. I would in times like this, but I live in Florida, and in my area there are a lot of elderly people, so they're very often in use. It's very rare that I come and there's one available, and that's too much of a gamble to rely on one being here when I need them. I've already had to take several breaks because it's one of those days where I can't walk for more than 15-20 minutes at a time before needing to sit, or I will faint from my POTS. So now I'm starting to see why my doctor suggested the wheelchair, and I'm eager to go to that appointment today. Made it back home, onto the bed. This is the crash I'm talking about. It's just, the longer I'm upright, standing, walking, the harder my heart has to work to compensate for my autonomic nervous system's inability to regulate blood flow, and the more symptomatic I become. And if I didn't sit or lay down to give my heart a break every 15 minutes or so, I would have definitely passed out. And those near syncope or near fainting episodes that I get every 15 minutes or so are very draining, very exhausting, and a lot of other symptoms come with it. And the more I get, the harder it becomes. And I had like 5-ish, more than 5 of them in that trip to Walmart alone, and it's a struggle. My mom has been around me more frequently lately, and she is really seeing how hard it is, and it's surprising to her. And I'm really starting to understand my doctor's reasoning for the wheelchair, and I'm starting to see how this is one of those days where it can help me, because some days I can walk through Walmart and maybe only have one near syncope spell. Today is not one of those days. I'm thankful I made it through. I'm thankful I was able to prevent the syncope, because sometimes that doesn't always happen. And now I'm laying in bed. I'm gonna rest until it's time to go to the doctor's appointment. And I've got a groggy doggy to keep me company. She's groggy from her Benadryl. We are on the way to the doctor. Thankful for my mom who is taking me, and Harlo's chilling at home with my dad. The appointment was fantastic. I'll tell y'all all about it when we get home, because I'm too exhausted to do so right now. Made it back home. I'm wiped out, not doing great, but I am thankful we now have an upstairs walker and a downstairs walker. It is very handy. The appointment went really well. My doctor actually told me that if I'm getting to the point where I'm having near syncope, we need to change something, because the goal is to not let my symptoms escalate that much. And so he was very pro wheelchair for me. He was happy to evaluate me and confirm that a wheelchair would be a good additional tool to use against my chronic illnesses. And he said it would be not only beneficial for my POTS, but good for my chronic pain and my balance issues and things like that. So he wrote the script for it. I gotta call insurance and make sure they cover it, which I'm hopeful they will, but we need to wait and see. And then if they do cover it, I've gotta call durable medical equipment companies that are in my plan and see if they provide the custom lightweight wheelchair I need. So I got a few calls to make tomorrow. And we also talked about IVIG in my appointment. Now that I'm active on TRICARE, my new insurance, we are resubmitting for IVIG to be done at an infusion center instead of at home, because if y'all remember my first infusion, I had a reaction to it, so it's not really safe to do it at home anymore. I got to do it at an infusion center, so we're getting that going again. And overall, it was a really good appointment. I really like that doctor, and now I'm just gonna rest until I feel human enough, I guess, to go spend some time with my family, because my parents are leaving tomorrow. There is my weekly delivery for port care stuff and infusions. And here's my father. Where's my mom?
What happened with the food?
There's my mom. The food. She wants food. I'm gonna cook. I just have to build up the energy. Don't worry, I'm getting to it. And the dog.
Jack is cooking some orzo, scrimp, and chicken. It's gonna taste pretty good.
Should be tasty.
She's feeling a bit out of it, so she's asked me to help with cooking. I don't know what that means. And she looks like she's doing most of the work, which makes me happy. So
You'll know when I need you.
she'll just scream or something.
Harlo, shut it. Shut it. And that's how Harlo helps. I'm so thankful I managed to cook this for my family. There's a link to the orzo recipe in the description. How do you like it, Mom?
First bite.
Smells good. So far, tastes good.
I know Judd likes it. Do you like it?
Nice. Tasty.
Awesome. My dad's a really good cook, so gotta work to impress him. Well, we're going to sleep. We had a family dinner, watched a little bit of a movie, and we're pretty exhausted because we had busy days. So that is it, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.